What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Rich Flea. Today, I'm doing a very vulnerable Q&A. I feel like I wanted to, open up to y'all, kind of give y'all a refresher of what's going on in my life. Let y'all in a little bit. I want to let y'all in. I want to make y'all feel like y'all are a part of what I have going on in my life. Before we get into this Q&A, I just want to say thank you to everyone that has been supporting and been on this journey with me, from YouTube to music to everything. Right now, we went through a lot of rebranding, a lot of life transitioning, and I'm working on this project called Pretty Girls Love Rich Flea. I'm very, very, very excited to share it with y'all, and I can't wait to see the final product. With that being said, let's get into this Q&A. First question, somebody asked me, what are you most excited for in the next 3 to 5 years? I will say, next 3 to 5 years, I'm excited for, my career and where I'll be at in life. I'm very excited for the future. While being in the moment, I am very excited though. I can't wait to see what, my music and my content and just me being me, gets me. I can't wait to see where that gets me. I know it's gonna be way bigger than what it is right now. I'm really enjoying the journey of where I'm at, but I'm just excited for a lot of things, man. My career, having my own crib, paying my car off, traveling, the music, man. That's what I'm most excited for. I'm not gonna lie, I'm most excited for the music. I can't wait for y'all to see the growth and the music and even me as a person. I feel like I want to be much more consistent when it comes to my branding and what I show y'all. So I'm excited for a lot of things though. The next question is, what's something you do to stay motivated mentally and not fall back into lazy cycles? Man, life is gonna do what it do, for sure. Life's gonna do what it do, but I feel like for me and what I do to stay motivated mentally, sometimes it's good to take breaks. I'm a workaholic, so sometimes that can be really, really good or that can be bad. And I feel like you gotta find a balance of what works for you. You can't do what everybody else is trying to do. You can't be trying to be like, oh, well, I see them doing this, so I'm gonna do that. That may not work for you. It may work in the moment, 30 days, whatever the case may be, and then you burned out, you mentally just not in there. So I would say something I do to stay motivated and not to fall back into those lazy cycles is I pray, I journal, I push myself. I surround myself with others that are gonna push me and that wanna see the greatest version of myself. That's what I do, to not fall back into lazy cycles. I remind myself of where I wanna be in life and the things that I want to have in this life that God has granted us. What do you do when you feel depressed and it affects your music? I make a fucking song about it. I'm depressed, I'm sad, heartbreak. I make a song, I get in that booth, I get in that field, and I get active. Life gonna go on. Life don't wait on no one. You feel me? I'm not saying not to be in your feels and feel out how you feel, because if I am depressed, if I am sad, I feel how I feel, but I put that into the music, bro. That's how I get it done. Next question is, what made you cut your locks? What made me cut my locks is, I was ready for something new, I ain't gonna lie. I was ready for new beginnings, a new chapter, new blessings. I feel like you have to let go of old things and certain things in your life to welcome those new things in your life. So honestly, it was something I was contemplating for a while, and I finally just was man enough to go ahead and do it and book that appointment. And I feel much more free. I feel like you can see my face. I feel like you can just see me more. So, somebody asked me, what's one thing you'd like to change about yourself and why? My overthinking. It's a blessing and a curse, because it's like you can overanalyze or you analyze just enough. It's like, all right. But sometimes you can do that where it can hurt you. And I feel like that's one thing I would love to change, of just trusting myself and being more confident in my decision making, because I got it all, you know what I mean? So the next question is, what moment in your life shaped you the most? I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. Entering this new chapter in my 20s, the moment that has shaped me the most, or is I wanna say it started to mold a new me. I ain't gonna lie, it had to be my breakup. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I think my breakup and what I went through, starting the summer off, that is molding me into a different character. I'm finding myself. I feel like I'm becoming me again. I'm finding me again. I'm pouring into me again. When you're in a relationship, you know, and this is no like shade to anybody, but you could be pouring into somebody and vice versa. They could be pouring into you, but not pouring into y'all. Y'all could not be pouring into each other enough. And y'all are pouring, and I say each other, I'm saying as me. I could be pouring into her more, she could be pouring into me more, but am I pouring into myself enough? And I feel like that was something I kind of let, you know, take a toll on me of not pouring into myself, not giving myself the love that I deserve. So I would say my breakup is what is shaping me and molding me and kind of helping me like transition into this new phase of my life. Somebody asked me, what made you start music and what are things that inspire you to create? What made me start music was being around music my whole life. I always listened to music. I always found an interest in listening to music. I always was recreating certain artists and songs and just, you know, just listening to that and being in the shower, just singing, like, just little things like that is what led me to even getting in the booth. I used to go to the studio with my homies when I was like 18 and I would see them in the booth. I'm like, yo, I ain't gonna lie, I think I could do like a little something with this music. And I'll never forget, I made my first song, and from there, we just kept it rolling. I've been doing this since 2018. The things that inspire me to create is my real life, day to day. Situations, relationships, girls, career, family, all the different things I go through in my life, I put into my music. And it's just organic. So any song you hear, it's probably a real story. Somebody asked me, if you weren't doing music, what would be your plan B right now in life? I ain't gonna lie, I feel like my plan B would be being a firefighter. If I wasn't an artist, I'd probably be a firefighter. A lot of y'all don't know, but when I was very young, that was like my dream career, to go be a firefighter. And I know people will probably be in the comments like, you still got time, go do it, yada, yada, yada. But I feel like when you're trying to be all in into something, you gotta be all in into something. I can't be over here and doing, like you can, but realistically, if I go be a firefighter right now, I might have to neglect my music, you know, and that's just something I'm not ready to do, you know, unless, you know, God's like, hey, I need you to go do something. All right, I gotta take that risk, I gotta take that leap. But right now, music's my main focus, but it will be a firefighter for sure, or a teacher. Somebody asked me, when was the last time you was in a fight?
I ain't doing no wrestling.
I don't do no wrestling. I ain't doing no wrestling. All right. Somebody asked me, what do you think your life purpose is? My life purpose? My life purpose is bigger than music. My life purpose is connecting with people. My life purpose, I feel like, is pouring into people and making people feel good about themselves. I think that's my life purpose. I think God put me on this earth to connect with others, bring others together, pour into others. I wasn't here just to be an artist. I was here to be a vessel and to just be a part of being a good person. Being a good person is literally like something that's very major with me in my life. To anybody I encounter, if it's a stranger, my best friend, whoever, a better man, better brother, anything. I feel like my life purpose has just always been to kind of make sure people are good, you know, and to be that like empath for other people, and for people to come to me and talk to me about their feelings or what they got going on in life and things of that nature. I feel like I got a lot of different purposes in my life, but I would say my main thing is just connecting with people and spreading love and positivity. Somebody asked me, when was the time you almost gave up on your music? When did I almost give up on my music? I experienced this. I feel like I went through this 2022, 2023. I probably feel like I went through this. I was in a time of like not knowing where I was at in life. Really confused, dealing with relationship issues. And I feel like I couldn't like pour in and focus on the music. I feel like that was one time, and another time, like, not I gave up on music, but when I first started making YouTube again, when I first started doing YouTube again in 2018, 2019, I was about to like just focus on solely being a content creator. But I genuinely love music more than a lot of things. Like, Music is like my number one thing. I don't make music to be famous. I don't make music to get the girls and stuff like that. That's what comes with it. But I make music for myself. Like I make music for myself first, so that others can relate. The music that I make is just real, raw, authentic, about the girls, about relationship, about life. You feel me? Somebody asked me, what personal flaws are you working towards improving? Self-control. It is a flaw of mine that, especially being back single, I'm just trying to make sure that I stay very, very locked in. A lot of things can come as distractions, good, bad, whatever. And I think right now I'm working on my self-control and focusing, making sure I'm not lusting, and not even just on the sexual side, but lusting in life in general over things. Because you can lust over anything. Lust is not just sex. Lust is money. You can lust over your career. You can lust over a lot of things. So I just having that self-control and discipline. Self-control and discipline is the most major things right now I'm working on and making sure I keep a part of me. Somebody asked me, what is my biggest fear? I don't want to sound cliche, but the only thing I fear is God. I don't live life fearfully. Like I don't live life like in fear. I can't live that way. I won't be happy. Have I ever feared things? Are there things that I do fear? Probably so. But my biggest fear, I don't even know if that's something you even tell people. You feel me? Only thing I fear is God. Somebody asked me, who are you smashing and laying up with right now? I'm celibate. Somebody asked me, biggest pet peeve and turn off. I will say my biggest pet peeve, I don't like ooh. One of my biggest pet peeves is not communicating. Another one of mine is being mean for no reason. You will get cut off quickly. And I mean before you can blink. I don't do that fake mean girl shit. Like, it's cool to be a little stern, it's cool to be, but like, all that mean girl shit, don't come to me with that. I'm telling you that right now. That's a turn off for me. Like, I like a girl that's standing on business. I like a girl that's little spice to her, for sure. I like that. On the fun side, but if you on some mean, you got a bad energy, bad vibe about yourself, you won't be near me. I promise you that. Top 3 on my bucket list. I want to go skydiving. I want to go travel to Europe. Oh, I want to retire my parents. Top 3 on my bucket list. Somebody asked me, specifically my pops, what if any good traits or qualities do you get from your dad? My confidence, my writing skills. If y'all don't know, my pops was writing the poems and stuff back in the day to my Dukes and them, so I do get my swag, my charisma, like, I ain't gonna lie, Pops gave me that. It's like really in me. He ain't really had to teach me, it was just in me. He did give me some game though, for sure, how to be around a lady, make sure you smell good, all those different things. So I will definitely say, just how to carry myself as a man. Pops, you held it down there for sure. Somebody asked me why you be acting funny. I don't act funny, I just protect my energy. That's no shade or nothing like that, but like, I be to myself a lot. So it don't even be like the acting funny, it's just like, I just like to protect my energy. I be doing my own thing. I move my own pace, I move my own speed. I just like to do what I like to do, you feel me? So it's like, if I'm acting a certain way to you, it's not necessarily you did anything. It's just like, I may not have really anything to like say to you, like no shade. And that's it. That is the end of this Q&A, y'all. I really appreciate y'all tuning in. I hope y'all got to get to know me. I hope I answered some of y'all questions. I hope y'all gave y'all some of that tea. that y'all want. But besides that, we got Pretty Girls Love Rich Fleet coming very, very soon. A special project that I can't wait for you to hear. Can't wait for you to hear. And we're just turning up. Time to turn it up a notch. So make sure you like, comment, subscribe to my YouTube channel. We're going crazy the whole summer. Let me know what videos y'all want to see. Smash that like button right now. And I will see y'all later. Oh, one more thing. Make sure you follow me on Instagram at richfleet, RICHFLEE_. You will see all my updates and news from there. And make sure you follow me on Twitch because I'm streaming. And my birthday's coming up, July 26th. I'll see y'all soon. Peace.
Yeah, just hit the stage, it's been a minute. I've been treating all my days like it's my last, I'm on a mission. When you working on your goals, it's pretty women. Gotta come around and feed into your soul, stick to the vision.